Okay, we are running on the 300 watt inverter. I got a laptop, I got a fan, and I got the fluorescent light, which is pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to shut the fan off or down or something. There we go. Lowest setting, much better. Cheers, and we got a beer. Alright, in order of importance from worst to best, driver door's window regulator is not working. Window is stuck all the way down. Yeah. And we got thunderstorms tonight. So I took old shower curtain and covered the window. So that'll be on my list for tomorrow. Fortunately, I do have experience with regulators, so I don't like them, but I have experience. Since I don't drive the truck very much, that might just become, well, when I was in El Paso today, okay, so first, okay, let me run down the list. Regulator on the truck, window regulator broken, or not working, slipping. Got laundry done, picked up some groceries, bought a Little Caesars pizza, about $5 and change. Ate all of it but one piece by the time I got home, so that'll be good. You know, once a payday, you should go eat too much pizza, just because, you know, I tend to do everything except feed myself, so. Okay, so got clean clothes, got laundry, did not get water, but I think I'll go into town tomorrow and fill up a couple jugs. I don't really need very much. I might skip it too. I've kind of set an expectation of myself that I'm going to try to last 3 years at the post office where I'm at, so see how that goes. We got a bus plan, so now I need a truck plans. Truck to-do list. Driver door window regulator not working. Power windows not working. Driver door window switch is flaky. Driver seat power control switches are broken. Also dims lights when wrong control is activated. So let's see, let's put a cherry on today. Worked a 12-hour shift yesterday. Got off at 3:30 instead of 4:30 because I went in at 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. So I went in an hour early, and then they dropped a 4-hour overtime on me. Got home in time to see the sunrise. I was on the motorcycle, which actually that part worked out okay. If I come home that late, it's getting light, and if I'm that tired, at least I can see, you know, so that helps a little bit. Anyway, so I had plans for all the stuff I wanted to do this weekend, and you know, so today's basically shot. So I stayed up, or no, actually I went to bed by 7, woke up by 11, so I got 4 hours sleep. Drank some coffee, had some oatmeal, tried to wake up. Was up for a few hours, and finally, or a couple hours anyway, I was trying to sort out some hard drives, and so that was, I mean, kind of, I should have got up and done more active stuff, but I'm kind of making the hard drives a priority right now because I can't really do anything useful. And I mean, as far as computers and video, until I clear some hard drives so that I can start editing, because then I really need to get through. And you know, because I've got April and May that need to be edited, and then, you know, just to make things even more interesting, May is completely lost right now. So that'll be probably first priority tomorrow. Now that I cleared one of the external drives, let me see if I can recover May. I got groceries, I got laundry, so it made sense to do it today because one, I wasn't awake enough to really concentrate, and I really wanted to be able to concentrate when I was doing hard drive recovery, and I thought, okay, I just felt like sitting around not doing nothing anyway, so that's a really good time to drive into town because there's about 2 hours of sitting each way, and then doing laundry. It's like, okay, that's kind of so many things I need to spend money on. I just don't have the money right now, so it's really frustrating doing this when you're very underfunded. You know, yeah, it does force you to be a little more creative and resourceful, but it's also very frustrating when you only have 2 days off and you waste the whole first day because you're too tired to do anything. So it puts a lot of pressure on you. Oh, I did a homeowner thing. I bought a wheelbarrow. Yeah. Got the cheapest one they had. It was still $40, so it's got some really skinny handles, and it looks pretty light gauge. I'm hoping it'll be good enough to do concrete mixing, but I kind of got my doubts now that I think about it. I might end up mixing concrete the native way. They make, it's kind of funny actually, but they do have a pretty good job with it. So you know, or if you got a good wheelbarrow with a little bit deeper sides, you put your bag of concrete in the wheelbarrow, and you add your sand and your gravel, and then you pour some water in, and you just stir it up in the wheelbarrow, and then you go to where you want to go and you dump it in, and you can actually get really good results with that. The native way, and we saw this in Belize, and I've seen it other places. If they're going to do a lot of concrete, they'll make a kind of a concrete pad first somewhere off to the side, or maybe someplace that they would actually use it, or they'll just get an area where the dirt is really hard packed, and they'll dump the bag of concrete right on the clean ground, you know, not in grass, but something that's fairly, you know, compact and smooth. So they dump the concrete on the ground, just powder right on the dirt, and then you know, whatever, you know, your ratio is, but you dump your sand and your gravel, and as one guy's dumping it in, 2 or 3 other guys are sitting there in a circle with shovels, and they're just scooping it and mixing it with the shovels. And then they make kind of a hole in the middle, and they figure out how much water they need, and they pour it all in the middle, and as it soaks out, they're mixing it again, and they're just 3 or 4 guys with shovels, and they're mixing it very quickly. And it comes out really good. You know, one guy will kind of be keeping an eye on it, and he'll say it's good enough or whatever, because you can see as they cycle it that, you know, if there's any dry spots, because you want to make sure that, you know, you don't have dry concrete that didn't get wet, is the idea. And so they keep cycling through it until you don't see any more dry spots, and then they flip it a few times, and then from there, usually they'd scoop it up with a nice square flat shovel and put it in a bucket and carry it to where they're going.